Hey guys, how are you doing? We didn't talk about Spotify for a long time, right? We see that the stock price really did very good in the past 1 year. Um, I have to repeat that Spotify is not a US company. She is from Sweden. Spotify was established in 2003. That means about 20 years, a little bit more than 20 years from now. The stock price did have a good move, but the financial data is still not good, right? After quite a long time for her, right? For so many years, the finance still not good, but after the tumble and then rebound, the stock price is good, but the finance is still bad, right? I don't know why, right? So we talk about her, right, today. So our Falcon portfolio is dropped, must be right, because the U.S. market we achieve a little bit, right, and then today actually the Nikkei, that means the Japan stock market, tumbles more than 1,000 points in this morning, right? So then our Falcon portfolio been dropped to 94%. That's okay to me, right? So for any of you want me to analyze for any stock, you can leave your message under the YouTube, or you can directly email to me by Usstockmarketweekly at gmail.com. This is our covering Spotify, right? This Sweden company for music streaming, right? For nearly 21 years, right? Good move in the stock price, but the financial data is still not good. Yesterday Dow Jones been not moving. You can say that just rised at about 22 points, right? So we can say that is not a lot of movement. And Nasdaq been down by 81 points yesterday and closed at 15,601.5 points. So this is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio, right? This year we have only 1% increment, right, on the portfolio, probably because of Apple, right? Apple and Adobe, right? And for others, I think it's okay, right? AutoZone is still okay, Alphabet still okay, right? AMD is still okay, something like that, right? And for AMD, we already sold half of them, right? Originally, we have 800 shares. Now we only have 400. We sold at the peak at twice. One is at each time 200 shares, right? So you can see that we don't lose any money, right? Actually, now the AMD stock is of, right, no capital, right, no cost, because we get it back already. Now is free of charge for AMD, right? And for today, why the Nikkei or the Asia market tumbles is because of the potential war, right? Now the Israel fight back to Iran, but not in not in a big mass, right? Just a little bit fight back on that, right? So the oil price increased by a little bit, right? Compared with 1 week before, then dropped it by $1, but still has 84.63 per barrel. And natural gas, long time, no difference, 1.771 per unit. Right? Then first reason is Israel, right, fight back, carry out operation in Iran, but not in a big amount, right? Just a little bit fight back on that, right? Because the missile and the drone attack, right, few days before by Iran didn't cause casualties, right? All been blocked by Israel. So but she has to fight back, right? She has to, right? For national safety, for country safety, right? So I don't think that it will be become a world war, right? I don't think so. A lot of people said that it will cause a Mid-East war. I don't think so, right? You fight back, you attack me, then although I'm okay, not getting any hurt, I still have to fight back for certain extent, right? And other reason for Japan stock market drop is because of the inflation slows to 2.6%, right? We know that US now is focusing on the inflation down to 2 point something, right? So in Japan then, she is now in a very difficult position because a lot of the merchants said that, good, a low Japan, a low Japan rate helping for the export, but they have to buy things in. If the yen is too low, then they will buy the income material at a very high price. It will also hurt the profit of the company, right? And then a lot of hot money goes into Japan now. Then what are you gonna do, right? No inflation, then you at this moment, then Japan is not going to reduce the interest rate, right? She has to put it up a little bit, right? Is to make the yen rate not so, now is the historical low point, right? For $1 now is 154 yen, right? It's a historical low. 5 years before is 110 only, right? So this is natural, right? So let us wait and see for Bank of Japan what she's going to do. And TSMC, right? First quarter doing very good, right? Beat the revenue and also beat the profit expectation in the first quarter. Then we know that now 9% of TSMC is doing for the 2/3 nanometer, 9%. And then 60% of TSMC's foundry made is for the high end. That means most advanced. And then her customer, no need to say, Apple, right? Apple, OpenAI, right? NVIDIA, then all the top one in the world, right? So, but the forecast is a little bit weak, right? So TSMC stock price dropped by 5% yesterday. Today, I don't know, right? Still a good stock for us to hold. This phenomenon made me think of 20 years before. A lot of giants from US or from the whole world went to where? China. Please let me go into your market, right? This is already 20 years before, or maybe more than 20 years before, right? 2000, yes, it's 2002. China get into the WTO. Then at those glory days, right? So a lot of the whole world's giant goes into China. Please let me go into your market, then please give me your condition, right? And now then everyone goes out from China, and then you see that Apple, Google now is going to India to see Modi, right? Please give me the condition. How can I go into India market, right? Including Elon Musk, right? Maybe you don't know. Actually, many years before, Apple has an office. Today also has, right, in Singapore. I read the news is about 1980 something, right? Office, and now Tim Cook wants to expand this, right? Now Tim Cook visit Vietnam, right? Vietnam, and then Indonesia, and then India. I think that she is retrieving from China and want to rebuild this one in different area. She do not want to concentrate just in one country, no matter this country now looking no matter good, right? Very good, very beautiful. Sorry, she has to diversify, right? She get the lesson from China already, right? So we go to Spotify. Look at the stock price for past 5 years. It's a double, and then in the past 1 year it's more than a double. That means the performance mainly happened in last year, right? No PE, no dividend. And we take a look on Spotify's revenue growth. Although the shape is quite short in a short form, right? You can see that 2017, the revenue growth is 25%. And now the revenue growth just 15%, right? That means the growth engine is not as good as 6 years or 7 years before. If you compare Apple Music with Spotify, then Spotify won't, right? You can see that although in between a lot of things happen, COVID-19, blah, 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 something like that, right? But the subscribers for Spotify still increasing, right? Very clear, the great one, right? And for Apple Premium and Apple Ad supported, right? For Apple Premium, still okay. It bounced back, see my red arrow. But for the Apple with the ad support, always very low. See that? The red one, I put a question mark. Always very low. That means actually only a very few people then want to pay less, and then okay, you can put an advertisement in between. I don't know it. Right? I don't know it, but I don't like it. Maybe some people okay, not for me, right? And for the music streaming, Spotify got a name, right? She's the number one. See that? She's the number one for music streaming. She's the first one, and then it's Apple, Tencent, Amazon, right? And you can see that Apple plus Tencent plus Amazon, only 3 of them add together can beat her. 2 of them add together still beat by Spotify. So you can see that a lot of people is addicted to Spotify. Just I want to listen to the music. So for the premium revenue and the ad supported revenue, good, right? Compare with 1 year before. This is 2023. Work here on this pie chart or bar chart. The blue one is for the premium revenue, premium subscribers revenue, right? Okay to me, right? And then for the orange one is for the premium Apple, right? It rebounds, it dropped a lot on 2022, and then rebounds from second quarter of last year, right? You see my red arrow. So maybe you don't know, then I let you have some information. For music is the 47% of the revenue of Spotify. Podcast 12, audio books another 41. So a lot of people pay to Spotify for what? For listening to audio books, right? So bear this in mind, not only the music, audiobook, and then the last one is the podcast. Maybe you guys don't know, Netflix may also have Netflix music and then have Netflix TV. This is what I got from the some news on the commentation, right? You can see that for the green one is for Spotify. Okay to me, right? For the subscriber growth, right? No matter what subscriber, maybe 3 subscriber, paid subscriber, premium subscriber, okay to me. You can see that the growth, okay. After 2022, the second quarter. And very clear for ad supported, right? Gross margin, 11%. That means the net profit may be a zero, right? You see that, always not welcome. For premium, gross margin, 21%, not very good, but still okay, right? Gross margin, 29%, maybe the net income margin, maybe just few percent. We look at some financial summary, very beautiful, right? I get it from the internet, right? Users increased by 23% year to year, right? Total monthly user, premium subscriber, ad supporter, I'm okay with that, right? So correspondingly, the premium revenue, ad supported revenue also increased. Total revenue increased by 16%. If we ignoring the effect by the foreign exchange, increased by 20%, very good for the revenue, right? But for the gross margin, 26%, 26.7%, very low. Operating expense increased by 2%, but the amount is very big. You can see that, right? Amount is very big. So, free cash flow, 397 million US dollar, better than 1 year before. Then we okay on that. Monthly active user, may not be paid user, just monthly active user. Only the Europe and North America. North America means USA, right? Jobs, right? You can see that the black color and the dark blue color. But for the Latin America, that means Mexico, and for rest of the world, increase. That means the white color and the green color. For premium, that means the paid subscriber, right? 2 question mark, right? One is for the US, one is for Europe. Not increasing, but decreasing a little bit. But for Latin America and rest of the world, increasing, right? This is a sign, then we have to take care on that, right? And then this, I put a red cross to it. You can see that the revenue increased, right? 3.6. This is for a quarter, right? The last year's last quarter, right? 3.6 billion US dollar, right? Better than 3.35, right? In the 1 quarter before. But for the net income or loss, it's still a loss. A loss 70 million US dollar. And then at 1 year before, still a loss, 207 million US dollar, but lost less, right? Lost less. For 12 months, still a loss. All right. After so long, we can see that for the research and development, for the sales and marketing, and for the general and administrative, all are increasing, right? All are increasing. A lot of things in between, eat up, so there is a loss, right? The loss is less, right? But there's a long time for Spotify. Then using this technique is the loss is less than 1 year before. I don't buy with that, right? For a long time, I don't buy with that. Maybe 1 season, 2 seasons, to me is okay. But if 1 or 2 years, then I don't buy this one. And then for the current asset, right? Current asset, 5.2 billion US dollar, and the total liability is just 5.8, so it's okay to me. Right? A lot of percentage of the current asset is cash, right? 5.2 billion US dollar for current asset, then out of that 3.1 billion US dollar is the cash. So good to me, right? No problem. And then net cash from operating activity, 397 million US dollar. So we need to ask one thing then, how can Spotify cut it, right? She had to cut something, right? Cut the expenditure, and then if all time is like that, right? That means the net income is a negative or very few. This is not healthy, right? I'm not just betting on the stock price. I want the company to have the what? Have the real, solid net income, not just because this time the loss is less than 1 year before. Forget about it, right? You can use it for once or twice, but you cannot always use this to prove that the company is running well, right? Because you lost, right? You lost. You don't earn any money. You're burning the money, right? You're burning the money from the investor. Then this is not healthy, right? So although the stock price goes good, right, and the loss is less, I still don't buy with this stock, right? Until then, she proved me something, right? She has to prove me something. At least give me a positive annual net income piece, right? No matter how big, no matter how big the PE, then she must give me something. Not just bank, no PE, no dividend, but my stock price, our stock price goes up, then it's not my cup of tea, right? Okay, so we share up to here, and then please give us the LCS, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And press the bell icon next to it so you will never miss any update. So today is Friday. I hope everyone have a very good weekend. Peace and good weekend. See you next Friday. Bye bye.